So let's break it down and let's actually talk about why I spent $15,000 at ALC and why I'm glad I no longer have a GTC. So mind you, at this time I am stationed in Hawaii, right? My ALC is all the way in Virginia. So when we set up my DTS, everything was put in, my flights, my hotel, my rental car, everything was good to go and set. My flight was set the day before I had to show up because being in Hawaii, it takes me like 15 hours to get on the other side of the USA, right? So after making sure everything's squared away, my vouchers and all that stuff, I like to show up to the airport 2 hours before because nothing ever goes right with the military when it comes down to them paying for stuff, okay? Knowing that, showed up to the airport, check in and everything. I get up there and she's all like, okay, I see your reservations in here, but the Army hasn't released the funds yet. So what do? I get on the phone with Sato. What does Sato do? Not answer for a whole hour and a half, because if you know anything about Sato, them motherfuckers do not be answering their phone. Mind you, this is the only flight I can get on to make it to ALC on time without missing my school date. So last resort, I call S3 and I tell them what's going on. What do they tell me? They say, hey, do you have your GTC on you? Go ahead and purchase your flight then. Mind you, on DTS, my flight was only $300 one way, okay? But since it was never paid for and I had to pay for it on the spot, shit came out to $800 one way. So, like a smart person, hey, if my flight wasn't paid, what else wasn't paid? Called to check my hotel, not paid. Called to check my rental car, not paid. So the whole time I'm flying over to fucking Virginia, I have nothing set up now. And I already know nothing is paid for. So in between flights, on every layover, I'm setting up my hotel, I'm setting up my rental car, I'm setting up all these things. Mind you, I am on order, so I am getting the discounted prices at the hotel. So the rental car and the hotel pretty much came out to the same price. It was just my flight in general that came nowhere near that price. Now, mind you, my ALC is 60 days long, 2 months, okay? So, let's say my hotel, I think it was around 130, 140 a night, okay? So 130, 140 times 60 days, that's already 8,400. Already, that's majority of the money right there. The rental car, they made me pay it 2 separate times because they only charge 30 days in advance. So for 1 month, it was around like 25. The second month, it was around like 3 or another 25. That alone, assuming it was just the 25, that's already $5,000. Boom. We're already at the 15. Like, we're already at the 14, 15. And the 15 was just like a rough estimated number. I know it was around 14, 15. I spent at ALC, but yeah, ALC was expensive. No, I did not have to pay for it. When I came back and we tried to close the voucher, though, that's where things got tricky because I had the verbal authorization to swipe my card. Mind you, everything went good. People know I got authorized to swipe the card. It got paid for.